Hello, and welcome back to Mr. B Teaches History. Today's lecture will focus on the major structural and organizational elements of the Illinois lawmaking body, the General Assembly. So let's get started. The General Assembly is a bicameral, a legislative body made up of two chambers. In this way, it mirrors the U.S. Congress in both structure and names. The General Assembly has a House of Representatives with 118 members and a U.S. Senate with 59. Both chambers can make their own rules for operation. Both chambers have committees to investigate proposed bills. The General Assembly meets every year between January and June 30th. At the start of each session, both chambers also elect their leaders, a Speaker in the House and a President in the Senate. The representatives and senators with the second highest votes are elected as the minority leaders in those chambers. These leaders, along with the governor, can call special sessions for very specific purposes set by those specific people. The first responsibility of the General Assembly is to pass laws. We will deal with this process in a later lecture. Second, the Assembly has oversight or control over the other branches by writing laws if they disagree with the court's interpretation of a governor's enforcement. They also control over the other branches by determining how tax money is spent by the government through the budgetary process. The legislature also has final authority over the executive branch by controlling the appointment process and the ability to impeach and remove officers of the other branches. The Assembly can also hold hearings and conduct investigations on proposed laws. These meetings must be announced and open to the public. The Assembly can also propose amendments to the Illinois Constitution. Lastly, every 10 years, after a national census, the General Assembly must redraw the lines of districts for both the members of the U.S. House of Representatives and the General Assembly. The population of Illinois is divided into 59 senatorial districts of approximately equal population, with one senator being elected from each district. The population of these districts is then cut in half to make 118 House districts, with each electing one representative to the House of Representatives. These districts are redrawn every 10 years with data from the United States Census. Illinois senators used to represent geographic areas instead of by population, but this was struck down by the Supreme Court in Baker v. Carr in 1962. To run for either house, a citizen of the state of Illinois must be a resident of their district for 2 years and at least 21 years old. Members of the House of Representatives serve 2-year terms, whereas Illinois senators serve a mixture of 2 4-year terms and 1 2-year term. This is determined by the Illinois Secretary of State every 10 years. Political parties fill the seats that become vacant if it's their member who has to leave, unless it's a long time until the next election. Appointed legislators serve until the end of their current term. The salary of a legislator is set by law and may not increase or decrease during the current session, though the Compensation Review Board can recommend pay increases that will make the salaries of all elected and appointed members of the government if both chambers of the Assembly don't vote against it. Legislators hold a separate governmental position, but they cannot get paid for it while they are a state legislator. Legislators cannot be sued for what they say while speaking in their job as a legislator. They also cannot be arrested for minor charges while they are participating in the General Assembly or any traveling related to that session.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or clarifications you would like to make about this lecture, please leave a comment below. If you learned something new, please consider leaving a like. If you would like to receive notifications of more content like this, please consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell. If you would like to support this channel and creator financially, please check out the links in the description for merchandise or sites that will provide me direct financial support for the work of this channel. Thank you for your time and have a great day. Class dismissed.